It goes like this. Who knows exactly what lies ahead? Can you rely on your horoscope instead? No matter what the future has in store, it's up to you to open the door. Love be yourself and feel free. Above all, strive to be happy. Give the very best that you can give, but live and let live. Reach out and grasp the best. Never settle for nothing less. Be active with your hands and mind. Seek deep and you shall find. Be strong and strive to stand tall. Never make excuses for your downfall. Never stay flat on your face. Just pick yourself up and get back in the race. Because life is full of many smiles and frowns. Life encounters many ups and downs. You confide in a friend so true, only to find that they have troubles too. So as you step out of school's life into life school, remember that a sound education is a necessary tool. Be of good cheer and find happiness in whatever you do. Let your name ring out somebody and not always who. If you like it, clap your hands. If you got one thing out of it, clap your hands. Now, I'm going to ask somebody to raise their hand and tell me one thing I just finished saying about being yourself. I like being me. I like being myself. I like being the best person I can possibly be. But somebody raise a hand and tell me one thing I just finished saying about being yourself. Can I get someone on this side? One person, way up at the top there. Be happy. Give him a hand. All right. Let's be happy. I like that. I like this good. Can I get one on this side over here? Right here. Say it again. Live and let live. Good job. Give a hand. Give a hand. Good job. Good job. Can I get one more on this side? One more on this side. Anybody? Right there. Be yourself. That's the title of it. Be yourself. You got to be the best person you can possibly be. Can I get one more person and make it 100% on this side over here? One more person over here. One. Once, twice right here. Don't settle for less. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. Right here. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it quickly. How many of you has ever been told you were too small to do something, but deep down inside you believe you can do it anyway? Raise your hand. Hands down. How many of you has been told you ought to just quit, you ought to just give up, but deep down inside you believe you can do it anyway? Raise your hand. Listen to this. I said this last year. I always like to say it. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Once that testing starts, believe in yourself. Don't you ever give up. When you get to a point where you think you might want to get to that point, I want you to think about this short, crazy guy's success story. My success story that I told you last year. If you don't remember it, I'm going to say it quickly so you remember it again. Don't you ever give up. Remember my success story, and it goes like this. When I was in high school, I had a very good high school football career. When I went out for football in high school, I ended up starting off my first year as a freshman. That year, with the help of my teammates, ended up scoring 9 touchdowns that year. I went out my sophomore year. That year, with the help of my teammates, ended up scoring 16 touchdowns that year. I went out my junior year, had some great things that happened to me. That year, I became the leading scorer in the state by scoring 30 touchdowns that year with the help of my teammates. I said I was going to make my senior year the best year possible. I went out my senior year, had a few things that happened against me. I didn't finish as the leading scorer in the state. I finished second by scoring 30 touchdowns again that year with the help of my teammates. But I wanted to go to college. My family didn't have enough money to send me. I'm from a family of 9. I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers. Listen to this. The scouts from Eastern Kentucky University came to my high school and did not even want to talk to me. They wanted to talk to those guys that were 6'2", 6'3", 200 and some pounds. Me, I was just a mere 5'5", 140 pounds. They looked at me and said, "Joe, we don't believe in you." They said, "Joe, we don't believe you can block those 240-pound ends that's come crashing down on our quarterbacks. We cannot take that chance on you." I said, "Sir, give me a chance." I said, "Sir, I can do it." They said, Joe. We give those guys 6'2", 6'3", 200-some pounds, a full scholarship to go to college. You, Joe, we just gonna give you a half. I said, sir, I'll take it. I took it and went on to Eastern Kentucky University. Those guys who received a full scholarship came to me and said, Joe, it's too hard, let's quit, let's go home. I said, no, I'm going to stay right here. I stayed, I got a full scholarship my sophomore year, my junior year, and my senior year, and I was voted one of the best blocking backs in the backfield. Now give me a hand for believing in myself, because you can do it too. I believe, come on, help me out, give me a hand. I believe it, didn't give up. Some of you guys are going to moan and groan when you hear this. When I left college, I had an offer to play pro ball with the Cleveland Browns, but I knew what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to be a teacher. I'm so glad I was a teacher today, but listen to this. I didn't want to go through life wondering if I could have played pro ball or not, so I went out for semi-pro football. 800 guys tried out. They could only pick 37. I was one of the first 37 that made the team. Now give me a hand for believing in myself, because I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Don't you ever give up. No matter what, don't you ever give up. I'm here because I know that a word of encouragement can make the difference between giving up and going on. So don't you ever give up. If you're not going to give up, give yourself a hand right here. Give yourself a hand. But let me say this. One other thing. My son. I want to share this with you. Everybody needs to listen to this. My son played Little League football. I was his Little League coach. My son, one day at the end of practice, we had conditioning in stations. I looked up at I had the last station. I looked up at the station before me. My son was in that station before me, and he just stopped. Wasn't doing anything. I blew the whistle. We rotated to my station. I said, what's the problem? He said, I quit. I said, well, sit down over there. I finished practice with the other team members. I put him in the car. I couldn't stand it. It was tearing me up inside. We went home. He went to his room. I went to my room. I couldn't stand it. I called his name. I said, Joe. He said, yes, sir. I said, come in here. He said, yes, sir. I said, you didn't finish practicing, did you? He said, no, sir. I said, when are you going to finish? He said, tomorrow. I said, too late. Get dressed. He went back into his room. He put on his shorts, came to my room. I said, did you practice in your shorts? He said, no, sir. I said, get dressed. He put his football uniform back on. And we went back to that field. And we finished practicing. And I told him, now son, you can decide whether you can play or practice, but you will come to this practice field every day until this season is over, and you can decide whether you can play or practice. He decided the next day to go to practice and practice. As a result, we were the Super Bowl champs, that Little League, as a result. He went to high school, and he was All-American as a result. In high school, I was his football coach too. He got a football scholarship to go to Western Kentucky University. He had big college offers, but he went to Western Kentucky University. As a result, he was on the national championship team at Western Kentucky University. As a result, he was on the Cardinals football NFL board and would have made it if his agent hadn't got sick. As a result, he's a productive citizen in life now. What would he be today if I had to let him quit? What will you be if your teachers let you quit? They will not let you quit. That's why they're here. Your teachers will give you the best. All you got to do is give the best back. I want all the seniors to stand up and nobody talking. All the seniors stand up. Looking at me, all the seniors. Nobody talking. Teachers, I appreciate the effort that you're giving. And this body of students are going to give the best starting Monday. And this school is is going to be number one. They're not going to be number one. They are number one. You're going to stay that way. But seniors, I want you to hear this. The first one is my best. The second one is thinking. The third one is don't quit. Put it on 8 and turn it down. And it goes like this. I like to say this wherever I go. I know you want to be better than the rest. Should you worry about the test? No, that would just make a mess. So just try to do your best. Should you make an excuse or two? Maybe tell your teachers you're through. No, that just wouldn't do. To yourself, you must be true. Maybe you should look for an easy way out. Maybe even nourish your doubt. Maybe find an alternate route. Even just sit around and pout. You see, you need to change the way you feel. Forget the negative, but keep it real. Don't worry about failure, but concentrate on the attitude of success. Believe in yourself, then try your best. Then you gotta say, now, I know I feel good about me. I'm gonna be the best that I can be. And when it's all said and done, deep down inside, I know I won. If you wanna be the best on the test, you can. If you want to maximize all your potential, you can do it. Listen to this, comments. When you're out there and in there with a negative situation, I want you to remember these words of inspiration. I want you to remember that you can do it. Remember that if you think you beat, you are. If you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch more. If you think you lose, you lost. But out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You gotta think how to rise. You gotta be sure of yourself before you ever win a prize. Because life balance does always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. When things go wrong, they sometimes will. And the roads you trudging seem all uphill. When funds are low and debts are high, you wanna smile, but you have to sigh. When cares are pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't quit. Because life is quick with twists and turns. As many of us sometimes learn. Many a failure have turned about when you might have won and you stuck it out. So stick to the fight. Though the pace seems slow, you might succeed with another blow. Success and failure turn inside out. The silver linings of clouds of doubt. You never know how close you are. You may be near, though it seems afar. So stick to the fight. When your heart is hit, it's when things seem worse that you must not quit. You can't be a highway, be a trail. Can't be the sun, be the star. It's not by size that you win or fail. To be the best, whoever you are. But you can do it, 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 you can do it. Stand up and clap. You can do it. Come on, clap your hands. You can do it. You can do it. Give yourself a hand.